Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of NDT Squared Circles Sessions. What's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Oh, that one can leave.
Yeah,
What?
Baby.
The other camera that was up.
I was going to say, what are you doing?
This is going to be fun.
So you
This is
guys
gonna
can
be
see we have someone special with us down here in the corner. Raquon, what's going on, my guy? How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks. It feels good to be called special.
I'm glad you're here with us.
You are
we
special,
brought you
brother.
in. Brought you in. I know there's some stuff you want to talk about. We're going to get that out of the way, let you clear the air. So go ahead and do your thing, and then we're going to get into some WWE Bash at Berlin stuff, and we might have a special surprise that Justin wants to do on the air. So go ahead and let her rip.
Yeah, as you guys know, June 1st, we did an event, and something happened, and it's caused such a device in the wrestling world. And looking back at it in hindsight, it's really, I'm seeing how it's starting to affect a lot of the relationships that I'm having. Like, people try to say that the company tried to look out for themselves in the comment that they made and whatever. I'm sorry, I'm real nervous. I didn't prepare this.
Don't be nervous, dude.
It's all good. So basically, why don't we start? Why don't we start with this? There was a video that went around. You were a part of the match. You sustained an injury. You were knocked out. People saw that and they started sharing the video from our live feed, and they started to make their own assumptions. So why don't you run us through that match and tell people what you experienced personally?
Well, I received a concussion in the match. I feel like that was clear. Like everyone knew that. And the way the situation was handled, I don't want to go too deep on it because, like I said, I don't want to turn this into the blame game of whose fault this was. Because at the end of the day, I got in that ring. I knew what was going on. I knew what I signed up for, and it happened. It's just that the backlash that's been happening towards the company and everything, it's really bothering me because it's like I don't want that for no one. I don't want those guys that who were in the ring with me to feel the backlash of it because it wasn't intentional. Crow got up here and he spoke on the situation, but with all due respect, I'm a grown man. I don't need no one to speak for me. I know what happened. He knows what happened. We all know what happened. It was a mistake. Granted, the company, you may not have liked what the company had to say about the situation. You may not like how they had to protect themselves, because at the end of the day, it's a business. We have to remember this. It's just that in this day and age, it's so easy to just go to the internet and make a story out of something and turn something into something that it's not. I'm not upset with any parties involved. It's just that it keeps getting mentioned and people keep trying to use this to tear the company down. And in reality, the people who are saying that it happened to me, I haven't gotten word from anyone. So I want to see how many people are going to say something after this. How many people are going to reach out to me? I've been fortunate enough to have conversations with people and be able to get different points of views on the situation. It's just so convoluted because I don't want people to I want to build this. I don't want to get into this to destroy it. Excuse me. I don't want to get into this to destroy it. I want to build this territory. I want to build high ground. I want to build my name. I want to build this area of Pennsylvania that we call a home. And with everything going on, it's just hard because I'm just so convoluted. I don't know what to believe. I don't know, man.
Like you want to see people come together instead of tearing each other down is basically what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah. But it's so divisive. People like someone always has an ego or we can't do things this like it's just so hard. I already have come to the conclusion that as far as world peace, this word we talk about, that will never happen. It's impossible.
Yeah.
People have different points of views and standards and what they want to do and how they want to go about things. You may not want to do things how I like. You may cut your grass like this. I may like to have my grass a certain length. It can never be a common ground. It's just so hard. And it's like, sometimes I just question, like, who can do it? Is I'm supposed to be the one to do it? Am I supposed to be the one like going out and trying to bring this together? Because at the end of the day, professional wrestling, that's what we are. It's the brotherhood of it. It's the we went out there and we protected each other. You made sure I was safe. You made sure you took care of me. And we did something entertaining. And the people loved it. They loved what we did. And we came back and we can drink and we can do everything. We can have fun with what we're doing. You could call it fakeness, emotionism. I love this shit, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that whole situation was one big learning experience, and it's nice to see that there's no hard feelings between anybody that was involved. So I like to see that.
Those are my friends, bro.
Yeah,
I think you finally getting to speak on it is gonna hopefully help.
That's what I want to accomplish. That's what I want to accomplish. Please
make this video go viral instead of that fucking other one.
Listen, I'm not here to talk bad about anybody, man. Like, if you want to talk bad about high ground, that's okay. But don't do it on what happened to me. Because what happened to me has nothing to do with how you feel. You feel that way because you feel that way. Just leave me out of it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to speak on it before. But now I'm saying it's like, hey, what you gonna say now? Oh, he got the concussion. Oh, but he said this. Oh, but people are gonna still say whatever they want to say. I already know. I expect my phone to be tapped out of this one.
So we can close this up with 3 quick questions. Number 1, are you okay?
Yeah. I'm okay.
You're alive to tell the tale, right?
We're talking
I'm allowed to
physically,
tell
not
the tale.
mentally now, man. We're
Yeah, I'm
talking
okay.
physically.
Number two.
Yeah.
Number two. Do you fault anybody for what happened?
No.
Number three. Are you good with the people you work with?
Absolutely.
Fuck anybody else's opinion.
Yep.
Beautiful.
End of story.
Beautiful. All right. Now, on to the professional gig. Let's talk about WWE, what's been happening lately, and get on with this Bash at Berlin preview.
All right. So you, Raquon, you're up to snuff on your WWE stuff?
Yes, sir.
All right. Justin, we're going to start out with your favorite match. I could tell this is going to be your favorite one of the night. We're going to talk about the strap match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
This is inner BDSM coming out.
That's that match is going to be so fun.
You think it's the highlight?
I think most of the matches are fucking good matches. I think this is a good card. The least interesting one is KO and Cody.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to in the CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre match? Like, what is it about this one that's appealing to you? Is it the style of match? You think this is where? Do you think this culminates? Like, does this end the feud?
I don't think this is the end.
Okay.
This is going. This feud is all on hatred, like legitimate hatred. They legitimately can't stand each other. So it's fun to be able to watch them get in a ring and legally beat the shit out of each other. Like, it's going to be, there's going to be blood. It's going to be fun. I thought there was going to be blood last night. I thought Punk was going to have blood drawn.
Who are you pulling for in this one? Or do you not care?
This one goes to Punk. I don't care, but I think this one goes to Punk.
Raquon, you're smirking. What you think?
I was going to say guest of honors.
Don't be afraid
ideas.
to speak up.
Man, I think this is going to be like one of them throwback Attitude Era, like bloodbaths. Like, we're finally going to get like one of those, like, yeah, the Attitude Era, this was that. Like, you're
starting to see it like last night with Bronson and Braun Strowman.
Ooh, yeah.
I think this strap is going to be used in some really graphic ways. Some ways that might be disturbing to some people.
Just look back at Punk's last strap match.
I wouldn't be surprised if it went to a no contest.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or they're both just bloodied there in the middle of the arena somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Double.
That will be one of the longer matches of the night too.
I think that could main event the show. They're probably not going to do it.
No,
but I was going to say I think it could definitely main event the show
with other titles on the line that night. If that was the headliner, man, if that was the main event of the evening, that's colossal.
I'd be okay with it.
Be the main event.
Gunther's main eventing. It's Germany.
Gunther's main event for sure.
Yeah.
To drop the belt. Anyway.
I'm with you. We'll get there.
I was gonna say that's not what the little thing down below says. It says Punk McIntyre.
All right, so you think this is going to be a Punk win, and then they're split?
I do.
Yeah, then they'll have a rubber match.
I can see it going to the split, but I can see Punk. I think if anyone should win, Punk should get the win because it's about that time for he's coming back. He lost the Royal Rumble. He didn't compete at WrestleMania. He lost his SummerSlam.
Yep.
It's time for him to come back and get his one win. I can see them having a match after this, the rubber match.
And I think you put him in a cell at Survivor Series.
Yeah, you're not the only one that thinks that. Scarlett in chat. Yep. So CM Punk wins this one, and then Trilogy, they finish it off with Hell in a Cell. And then McIntyre wins that one, which I kind of hope for too.
Yeah.
I'm a much bigger McIntyre fan than I am Punk. I mean, I'm not even a fan at all of Punk. I'm glad y'all love him, but
oh my
that's
God.
not my dude.
I'm sorry, man. I'm 25. I grew up. Do I have your attention now? The Pipe Bomb promo. I watched the Pipe Bomb promo live Oh my God. I'm sorry. I love Punk. Drew McIntyre. He was in the
go,
3-man
dude, go.
band. He was shit. He was the shit.
I'll tell you what though,
McIntyre-
Drew now,
He's so
Drew
good on the
now
mic
is
right
on
now.
fire.
He's so good.
That
But
dude
I
has
think
come.
it took working with Punk to pull it
I
out.
think he should come back with his old theme song.
The 3-man band.
No, the first theme song. I forget what it's called, but it was a good song. I was listening to it earlier.
I was just gonna say he's just come such a long way from being in that 3-man band with Heath Slater to what he's doing now is crazy. So he's really morphed himself into a character that sticks. It's great.
That's why we love wrestling, man. The story is never over.
He's
It's
done
never over.
fantastic.
All right. I'm not even happy with this match, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Unholy Union versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Let's get this out the way because I don't even.
Oh, this is the most uninteresting match in the
This
card.
is your popcorn match, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Oh, popcorn.
Yeah.
That's what I call my store run match. Like I'm gonna run to the store real quick.
Yeah, this is definitely it.
Mhm.
So
I don't see a way that the Unholy Union beats them 1-on-1.
yeah,
So
They're
I
a
think
better.
they take
They're
them
a
back.
better tag. They're a better tag team.
but my only thing is with this one, the seeds were planted for them to split way back when. Is this the night that they do that? In a way for the Unholy Union to retain, and Jade and Bianca are now split up.
See,
To have a
yeah.
match
So
of
this
bad blood.
this entire time, you know that Bianca's just been pulling Jade along. That's why they gave this to her. That's why they made them a tag team until Jade's ready. Right? I just don't see Bianca as a tag team competitor. She was at the pinnacle of this industry, and now they're throwing her in a tag team with a newbie. It's going to end eventually.
I mean, but so from somebody in the wrestling business, how much of that is her call? Like, does she have a say in that?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Bianca
As
wanting
far
to
as,
work
like-
with Jade and kind of like mentor
I mean,
her. Or is she told like you're doing this?
Oh, she's told that? I
He's
mean,
No,
He's
I'm
wondering if
asking
she
you.
could.
like if someone, like say I was like thrown under somebody and they was taught to like mentor me.
Right. Or do they have a say in it, or they just, this
I
is
mean,
what you're gonna
it would
do?
depends on who it is. I think Bianca has the name to have a say, some type of say in it. But if it was like a EO Sky or something like you're gonna go with this person, it's like, what are you gonna say? Not saying it like that, but it's like your name isn't that higher on the card. It depends on where you are on the card.
Yeah. Careful there, Aaron.
I'm
Careful.
watching. Don't you worry. I'm proofreading.
Careful, buddy.
One thing I've learned to do in this era of Triple H is to not think predictable. Think long term, whatever, how he's gonna weave this out, because he's just been so impressive with this stuff lately.
He's
So-
really taking this to new heights.
See now,
I can see them actually getting the belts back for a little while,
they could.
and then down the line, one of them turning, because I still don't think Jade is like ready to go venture off on her own yet. She just needs a little bit more of that seasoning, just a little bit more, and they need like to start building her character more, like do more like in the ring, like gestures. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm turning into a coach or something.
So Scarlett, I thought that was going to happen with the Queen of the Ring tournament. I thought that the way that bracket set up, they had a good opportunity to pit them against one another in that tournament. I know they ended up going with Nia, but that's where I thought, and you saw the one interaction backstage, that's where I thought that it was going to start, where that breakup was going to start. So maybe it starts this weekend. Could be.
They played the miniskirt, man. They gotta tease you.
Yeah.
They gotta tease you a little bit. Let you get a little let you get ready for it.
Yeah. And
A
Lizette,
lot like putting Rollins face to face with Punk and then taking him out for a couple months again, knowing he was gonna leave.
Long term booking is with this guy Triple H. He's gonna take this it's beautiful. I'm so proud to be able to say I'm living in this era of wrestling, because for a long portion of my life, wrestling was just so repetitive and dun 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 dun. No offense, but that's my favorite wrestler of all time. But it's like it just got so
Played out.
boring. Yeah, and boring.
Aaron thinks you should get ready for that in the next year.
I'm this.
I love it, man. I love it. It's the last time. That's what I'm saying. You appreciate it. Now you appreciate the nostalgia. You appreciate the Cena wins low. We appreciate that now. Because he hasn't won a match in how long? I don't remember last time John Cena won a match.
Cena's going to win the title and break that record, I'm telling you.
And he's going to do it against Randy.
Randy Orton at WrestleMania. It's happening.
It's a myth that record is actually way higher than what it actually.
Allegedly,
WWE only recognizes a certain amount.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Listen, I agree on Naomi too. Naomi has a lot of charisma, and they're pushing Jade ahead of her. But they're pushing Jade because of her physique. Her physique, her character, and it's all about
And
image.
her athleticism.
She's a tremendous athlete. She was like a college basketball star, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean, Bianca and Naomi, both in their own rights, are really athletic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I love Bianca Belair.
Kurt says she was
talented.
the pinnacle under Vince. That Bianca's promos are terrible now.
Because they tried to force when they say, "Oh, go out there and be a good guy, smile and just be so overzealous." That's not in pro. That's not believable to me. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. We just come out there.
Drew McIntyre's first run.
These characters got to make you feel something. All right, what's the next one? What's the next on the billing here?
Tom Matthews is channeling his inner Val Venus.
Hello.
Bring the towel,
All right.
baby.
Next one we got. Decent match. We'll see what happens
Good,
here.
'cause I was gonna have a segue into this. We were talking about mentoring.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment Day last night had that 4-man tag match with the LWO. I love how they're kind of keeping that story with Dom and Ray alive a little bit. They'll eventually come back together. But that match made me realize the LWO, like athletically, they're great. Their timing is terrible.
Yeah.
Let me
Terrible. That
first
match
of all,
was bad.
hold on. I am tired of seeing Ray and Dominic like part 8022.
It's gonna
It's
go
gotta
until they
stop, dude.
do this.
Ugh. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
But that match was bad.
Yeah.
Like last night's the first time in a while I watched matches
Instead of just
watched
promos.
them. Yeah, that was terrible. Like it
Yes,
made me understand how good Dom's gotten because Judgment
he's
Day looked great.
He's getting
The
better in the
timing
ring.
from everybody except Ray on the other side was just off.
Yeah.
The one guy went for a kick 3 different times and missed it. And then Carlito literally just grabbed him and threw him in the fucking corner.
I think part of that has to do with that being a 4-man tag match. I think that the chaos, the confusion, there was a lot going on. That's why I don't like
Their
the
athleticism
big
is
shit
great.
like
And
that.
when they do that slingshot off the ropes, that's cool as shit.
That's cool. But then
But
Before we go,
everything
I
else
wanna
was
take
just
time.
iffy.
I want to take time to appreciate Rey Mysterio for 50 years old and still going at the rate. Like, I'm sorry.
So
I watched the Rey
Last night
Mysterio
was one of the
match
first times, like through the mask, you can see he's just getting old. When they did a couple close-ups on his face, I was like, wow.
I was watching some videos of him from the WCW when he wasn't wearing the mask and he would come out in like the little horns and shit. The old days, I was like, good Lord,
like a
he was
baby.
tiny. Yeah, he was so small, man. But can I tell you how I feel about this match and how I'm hoping this plays out?
I could
Because
say
it
no,
has
but you're going to anyway. So
it has
go ahead.
to asshole. It has to do with what played out last night. in another match that we're going to get to that we're probably going to finish up with. So just in passing, I'll mention, I think this has something to do with Howdy and Gable. Oh, they had that match last night. And I'm hoping that at the end of this match, you got Damian and Rhea winning, and then the Judgment Day jumps them afterwards, and then the lights cut. And Wyatt Six moves on to their next target. The Judgment Day. Going for Finn because of Priest, and going for Dom because of his father.
I thought about that.
Hoping.
I thought about that too, but they're not on the card, so it's a stretch, but I'm with it. I was hoping that was going to happen.
Now,
but
I know that they don't do a lot of storytelling at the PLEs. I get it. So if it doesn't happen Saturday, I hope it happens Monday, because I want them to be done with Gable. He beat him in ring. That was the culmination, I think. And I want them to go after Judgment Day next, because you saw in the promos that they cut, we're not done. Our job is not done.
So I'm just going to add to that. Instead of them coming down and doing anything, you start with that match. And then just by the end of the PLE, you do like another cinematic like you did when they attacked Gable.
that's possible too. Oh my God, I'm not even pulling this up. Jesus Christ, Robbie.
Brian Booker
Robbie,
T
I
was
love you,
awesome.
dude.
He was one of my favorites.
This is what I was afraid of with them, is that they would get that would be too much dependent upon what they are as characters. But I do like the thought of that though. It's so good. It's just like I said, you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
It's so hard to please, especially wrestling fans, bro. Like it's more hard to please them than Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Since I started watching again, man, going all over social media, wrestling fans are the worst fans in all of sports. They're the worst.
No. Second worst.
They're worse than Eagles fans.
No, they're not.
They're worse than Eagles fans. I'm telling you, bro.
Have you not gone?
You have people who wanted to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania this past year. I understand it, but no, don't do it right now. It's always time for it.
They get what you're asking for. Like they get what they're asking for, and then they're upset that they got what they asked for. Like what the how? Yes, Kurt. Are you saying that that's you? Is that you? Oh my God! But that's what I'm hoping for. Like, you hope that Damian and Rhea get theirs. The Terror Twins are badass. It's fun seeing Rhea throw around the guys in the ring every week. Now let's see it this Saturday. I think that's going to be a fun match.
I think hopefully Damian and Rhea win. I think you definitely see Finn get involved to further that feud with Priest. That's going to be a fun one. I still wish the belt was involved with that one.
I don't think you need it.
They don't want to push. Deserves it though.
Yeah, but they don't want to push Finn, because look at the depth of the talent on Raw in that. Why
not push the guy you gave the first Universal belt to?
I know. That's how we could think, but that's not how they think. Like, how many people are cluttered at the top?
That belt never happened. That belt never happened. And where is that belt?
Finn is just so good.
He's great.
He's very underutilized.
He's great.
All right, next one. Lackluster, but it is what it is. Kind of like Cody's entire title reign. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens.
It's not even his fault. We've said that before. It's
not. His booking has been horrible.
It's not Snitsky's fault either. Kevin Owens is going to break Paul White's record for heel turns when he turns heel against Cody Rhodes this weekend.
No way.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying it, man, because if they he's done it back and forth how many times now, from what I understand?
Big Show did it twice in one night, like 2 times. I don't think no.
He was so pissed at Vince for that too. But they're teasing it. You saw last week on SmackDown that they're teasing this.
I mean, we know who's gonna win. The question is, and what it has been for Cody's entire title reign, is what's next? Because I seem like we're just we're all looking forward to him versus The Rock, right?
Sure.
It's like, when are we, like, I feel like that's what people are waiting on. Like, let's just get to that. Like,
Cody and The
I don't
Rock.
know.
That'd be something. But if Cody and The Rock happens, I don't think it happens for a title, right?
It will be. I think
How?
it's going to be
Did you not see that episode of Raw?
It's going to be this year's Mania.
But
Cody
Rock did say it didn't matter if he had the belt or not.
Right, but he said he was going to come for him, whether he had the title or not. But
Yep.
I still think with The Rock's ego, it's going to be for the belt.
And they're getting to deal with Netflix. They need him on there. So I can see him actually beating Cody probably.
January is going
might
to be
see-
crazy.
I could see Owens winning this.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
Oh, man.
Justin Scarlett says Cody
How long-
wins,
that's
but
a hot
imagine
take.
Owens wins and Cody turns heel.
That's what
That's
I'm
been
thinking.
what you've been waiting for, is for Cody to turn
How
heel.
how many in a row has KO lost? Like, that was a big point of his. I shouldn't have this
Yes.
match.
Look at my win-loss
So I
record.
think Kevin wins and kind of feels bad because he didn't feel like he deserved it in the first place, and Cody turns heel.
You think they pull the plug on Cody this soon?
To make him chase it again, maybe.
He's hot. Why not?
I'm not disagreeing.
I don't see that happening. I'm sorry.
I think Cody heel is better than Cody chasing the belt.
Do you want to
That-
see people
I love Cody heel.
do you want to keep seeing people who hold the belt for a year or two at a time? Or do you want to see it change hands? Like, personally, I like it when the belt's changing hands.
I'm an Attitude Era guy. I liked seeing the belt change hands every couple months.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I
well, that's
think-
how you end up with someone like Cena and Randy Orton. 14 time, 15 time, 16
Well,
time.
Well, you end up with, well, Cena also held it for a big chunks of time, over 10 years. But like,
I feel like it's so divisive because you got people who value like the quantity of title reigns and the quality of how the title reign was.
right,
Because
you can have
it's
a
like-
short reign and a great reign.
yeah, because Shawn Michaels has multiple title reigns. Which one was really his best one though? Can you specifically point to a title reign that Shawn Michaels had that was his best title reign? Can you point to John Cena's? He's had over 16. Roman Reigns with the one title. We all know his one title reign. Daniel Bryan, his one title reign was after WrestleMania. Even he's had multiple title reigns, but it's about, like I said, the quality of what you did with the belt and what it meant, how you improved it or elevated it. Because if you just held the belt, then it's just a prop. Sorry, that's my 4-year-old son.
Little dude. Yeah, we got some feisty people in chat tonight. How about that? We got to be careful what we're popping up on the screen. But remember,
I
folks,
can't
we
see
are
the
rated R,
chat.
so we're cool. So
Apparently
on the
so
right,
is Shawn Michaels,
on the
but
right
he's
side of
still
your
my
screen,
favorite.
there's a button, Raquon, that says private chat, and there's one that says comments. You click on comments, you'll see what.
Oh
people
my
are
God, I
commenting.
did not see any of this, bro.
There
Oh my God.
you go.
What did it?
you
15
go.
world titles soon.
All right, move on. Heavyweight Championship, Gunther Orton.
We're in Berlin. Come on, we know who's winning this. We know
Randy
who's
Orton.
winning. Come on, bro.
The track record lately with these overseas shows,
Randy
guys
Orton
losing in their home
on
countries,
a
man.
mistake.
Randy Orton loses in a 5-star match with Gunther. That's my prediction.
Oh, Gunther.
Does Ramsey give 5 stars to WWE?
So Gunther, he tells a story in the ring. That's why he doesn't have a true finisher, right? What if Gunther wins via RKO?
Would it be
Out of
RKO?
nowhere.
Wouldn't it be a GKO?
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
It would be a GKO.
I think
I
I'd like Randy to win.
I think they
My
pulled the
God.
trigger on Orton just to get his. They're focusing on that number.
Yep.
That number
been
is a
saying it
huge
a lot lately.
focus. And if they're going to try to build him Cena for WrestleMania or SummerSlam next year, his number's got to get closer. He's
Yep.
got to get to 15 at some point. And what better way to do it controversially against Gunther in Germany? The only reason he got the match is because of a controversial finish. And then you send Gunther to SmackDown to have a feud with Vinci.
So this was my original idea, is that Giovanni Vinci either comes out and costs Gunther the match, or Kaiser's trying to interfere and Vinci comes out and stops Kaiser, giving Orton the upper hand. I feel like he's involved in some way, shape, or form because they cut his promo a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they've been pushing it. They pushed it last Friday too.
Mm-hmm.
If there's
They had a thing about
interference,
him coming back.
I feel like Gunther's gonna win.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I don't know. For some reason, wrestling with faces, when they do interferences, they always end up doing some dumb shit.
There's so much build up with Gunther, man. Like, people are praising this man, and he's probably a really cool dude, but I just don't see the appeal that everyone else sees.
He's really good in the ring.
He shows the real side.
He's really good. He makes it look real. He does make it look real.
Aside from his chops, I think he looks like a fish out of water. He looks sloppy to me. But again, I don't have experience, so I don't really know, I guess.
He's one of those
Aaron,
guys
where do you
who's just
stand
a
on this
great
match?
worker.
I'm still going Orton winning. They're going to build this. I'm telling you, I'm going to stand by my theory that Orton's going to win. They're going to build this up to Mania. That's going to change back and forth to Orton to get to 16 time. Him and Cena are going to face off, and the payoff's going to be Mania when Cena wins for 17.
You
Gunther
guys
can get his
do know
rematch
Gunther
win.
held the Intercontinental Championship for 666 days.
That's why I
Different
think
title.
he loses.
Yep.
That's why I think he loses in his first
That's why,
defense.
yeah,
To
he
humble
has
him.
a short run on this. Yeah,
But he could
Oh, you
always
think
get it
it's-
back. I think
I
he
don't
could
know.
always get it back, but I think
And
this
then
might
you
be a
have a-
humbling
I see
thing for him.
Gunther winning. In his
and then you
hometown.
have a legit heel on SmackDown.
That's the other thing with it. If Orton wins, Gunther goes to SmackDown.
There goes a SmackDown. Gunther
Gives
versus
Cody a real heel.
Rhodes doesn't get me up. I'm sorry. Gunther Cody Rhodes. It sounds like a good match, but the build up, I just sounds so bland.
I mean, Cody did eliminate Gunther from the Royal Rumble.
Last year?
This past year.
Was it this past year or the year before? When he came back from
This past
his
year.
torn
I'm sorry.
pec.
I'm going based off the paper.
That was the year prior.
Because he invented Punk last year, I think. Was
Yeah.
it Punk?
I don't even
him,
remember that.
it was him, Punk, and Gunther were the last
end.
three.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So, yeah, I got Orton on that one.
I'm going with the Ring General.
I like pulling it from him sooner rather than letting him hold it because of his IC belt.
If he
run.
wins, bro, I hope it's with RKO. I hope it's with an RKO. Please. I want to see it.
And he does it better than Orton.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
What else? Well, that's the entire match.
5 matches. That's what I'm saying.
5
with These cards.
matches. There's too
We
many
went through 5?
PLEs. They're polluted.
Yeah, we did.
It's polluted.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
girlfriend's not wrestling
See-
on Saturday.
Do you see anything else happening on SmackDown on Friday that pushes KO to turn heel? Do you think this is going to happen at all? Do you think they tease it a little bit more?
Yeah. They're gonna tease him picking the belt up again. He's gonna have his hands on that belt at some point again. And that's the other reason I think Cody goes heel. Is because his face every time he turns around and sees KO holding the belt, he shows a little anger in his face.
Yeah.
I could see a respectful end to this feud. Like it's like them teasing that one of them are gonna turn heel. And then at the end of the match, they just shake hands.
Yeah, making you
And it's
expect
like
it, and then they
that
pull a
tense
fast one.
stare off, and it's like, yeah, like with Roman Reigns and Cody had at Money in the Bank, where it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I don't like you, but you good right now.
All right, what else you got on this wrestling stuff?
Let's go on Raw. What do you think of the IC tournament?
IC tournament.
Intercontinental title.
I'm sorry, I haven't watched Raw.
Tournament for the number one contender.
Started last night.
Braun Breaker has the belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That man is a freak.
Who are some of the guys in it?
Who are our two winners from last night?
Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm. And the other one I couldn't believe.
Pete Dunne.
He beat The Miz and who the hell else was in that match? Someone else that I didn't think he'd beat.
Who else was in that?
Xavier Woods. It was Xavier Woods.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Xavier Woods was going to win that match.
I thought The Miz was to push the storyline of him breaking Jericho's record. I'm actually surprised they didn't push that.
But
with Jericho being over at the competitor talking the shit he's talked, I'm surprised they don't want to try to erase that record and give it to The Miz.
Yeah,
that's surprising.
But how do you feel about Pete Dunne winning?
I like Pete Dunne.
Do you?
I like Pete Dunne. I like his work. I use him a lot in the 2K video game too. I'm not gonna lie. I like his moveset. He does a lot of moves. I screen record and I'm like, oh, how you do that? But he's a good worker. I like Pete Dunne. It's just that with these NXT guys, like these guys who ran NXT and then WWE calls them up and it's like they just dropped the ball with them. Like I feel like Jey Uso. This is his time as opposed to a Pete Dunne. It gets hard. It gets hard.
I don't think he gets the push. Guys. I don't think they can give. I don't think they can give him the number one contender spot because I don't think they're pulling the belt off a Breaker. And if you give Uso that shot, you have to give him the belt. You have to.
They need to
at
put
this
gold
point.
On.
Absolutely, you have to.
So
at this
to make
point,
it to that fatal
but
four-way,
it's the same situation with Pete Dunne.
That.
It's the same situation with Pete Dunne, a young guy who you're trying to build, and it's like, do you have Breaker? It's so oversaturated with talent. It's like, damn, who do you choose?
I think that's the match you're gonna get. I think you're gonna get Dunne Breaker.
Really?
It depends on who's in.
See, I thought that they put Dunne in there because they needed fodder. Because it's going to be a fatal four-way for the number one contender.
And Breaker in NXT has some.
So is Jey Uso? Is Jey Uso? Y'all said Jey Uso done.
So
next week, sorry.
Next week there are two more matches.
Yeah, there's two more matches.
Two contenders. Dominic Mysterio is in one of the fatal or the triple threat matches to qualify. I think he's up against Ilya Dragunov and
I'm so sorry. When the whole time we was talking about Pete Dunne, that's who I thought we was talking about. Ilya Dragunov. That's who I was talking about. Oh, Pete Dunne. I'm so sorry. I always get them too confused. Butch, yeah. Ilya Dragunov is the guy I was talking about with the NXT call up. And damn it, I always get them confused.
Justin loves Dragunov too, and that's another one that I'm like, meh.
You don't like Dragunov? That's what we were talking about with the moveset.
Yeah.
You don't like Dragunov?
Him and Breaker.
I don't know. Him and Breaker would be a great match for the title, but they've already had a couple of bangers, so who knows?
They love doing that NXT rivalry continue on to the main roster.
Oh, you know what, man? Robbie makes a good point in chat there. He said he thinks Jay beats Braun because, like they said last night, no Samoan has beat a Steiner. They made a point of Braun Breaker saying something like that in his promo last night. He's not worried about Jey Uso.
I mean, it was only one other Steiner in WWE, except the other Steiner. Wait, did they go? I'm trying to think now because they was in the era with the head shrinkers, and I don't know, did they beat the head shrinkers before?
I have no idea.
Apparently not. If you give Jey Uso the shot at the Intercontinental belt, you have to give it to him.
I think maybe he does. I'm telling you, man. It seems like the most logical thing right here, because if they don't let him win the IC belt as a singles wrestler, he's going back to tag team with Jimmy.
I could see Braun losing and it being his fault. He's too overconfident.
Yeah.
See, but then again, if Jay gets the belt, does that put tension between him and Sammy then?
No.
And
I don't see that.
And then eliminate Sammy from the picture of the original bloodline.
Or does Sammy help Jay win it?
Maybe.
Nah, I don't, because I can see Jay being like, no, I don't need your help. Ooh, I got this. You know, yeah.
There's a lot of directions it could go, man. There's a lot of directions it could go. But putting him, putting Jay Uso in that tournament after he was up there fighting for the world title, now they put him in the IC tournament. Like, why? Why are you going to do that if you're not going to give him the belt?
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep him relevant. Sometimes you gotta keep people relevant.
I mean, all he's got to do is
gotta win. Yeah, at least he finally got
pretty
win
relevant.
He's just been a punching bag lately.
Sometimes it's good you gotta keep people thinking about people, as opposed to just writing them off.
Yeah.
Aaron, your thoughts? You're quiet. I don't like when you're quiet.
Why?
He's been reading the questions and giving it to us. I don't know.
This is just all going to be a big build. I'm still going to stay this. I'm going to stop talking about it in December, but this is all somehow the build to War Games. So I'm quiet because there's not really much else to say from my side of it. Do they give Jay the strap and let him go into War Games with it? They could, because that's an easy way for him to keep the belt on him till December. But I don't know. Jay Uso's kind of an anomaly right now. I think they're misusing him to a degree because they need to do something for this poor guy because he's so hot. He just got voted number one favorite entrance by the fans in WWE. So they got to do something with him to keep that going.
And you see what Alex said there. What do you think about Rikishi saying that, if they continue to mistreat or misuse him, that he should go to AEW?
That would kill his career.
I agree too.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the fact? What do you think of the fact that Rikishi actually said it?
I don't see no one from that family going to AEW.
Who's the AEW World Heavyweight Champion right now?
Short Strickland.
Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Daniel Bryan won it?
Daniel
Bryan
Bryan
Danielson, get it right.
But that's the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, what is the American Dragon deal?
The only reason I know this is because I saw it on a Facebook reel. Because I had no idea who the champion even was. That's how much I don't pay attention to that promotion. So good for them. They're still going, but I don't see it lasting very long.
Yeah.
So, but Uso stuff, I like Alex's point too.
I did not know Daniel Bryan won the belt. I don't keep up with AEW either. I'm good. They just like if you look at their colors, like their collision colors, it looks just like the WCW colors from Nitro when they went out of business. That gave me all the info I needed. They only have a few more years left.
Ricochet had a nice debut though.
I like Ricochet. I'm so sad
he was overshadowed. I
just found out he went there.
I think he was completely overshadowed. They put him in a spot where they sent out so many people bigger than him right before him.
Well, he came in and he cleaned house though from the videos I saw.
They washed him out.
That company, they just signed too much talent. They have too many belts. They just
way too many belts.
I can't keep up with all of it. Then they have Ring of Honor. It's just too much. It's like that oversaturated where it's like you have these guys, you have these guys. Oh, we can't build these guys because we have these guys. And how are we going to build these guys up because these guys are still right here and these guys don't want to lose their position. It's just too much of a mind. Can't fuck with them. Sorry.
Lizette, yeah, I agree. And Lizette, in general, I'm not a big fan of the love stories inside of pro wrestling. I think it's weird. And I feel like Rhea breaking away from Dom, that might have had a little something to do with her getting married and she's done with it. She's like, push me away from that. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong.
I think it's funny.
All
right, Aaron, it's kind of inappropriate. You were going to point out a comment from Alex.
Yeah,
about
Alex
Jay going over.
his merch thinks about her merchandise sales is insane for Jey Uso. That's another big thing.
Mhm.
You've got to capitalize on putting a strap on someone with merchandise sales. So I think they need to do something with him sooner rather than later.
Just think of the sales they'd get from a Jey Uso IC belt or a Jey Uso World Championship.
Yeah, with those
Yeah,
Yeet side
yeah.
plates,
Yeah.
I'd be all over
Insane.
it. Especially if they
the
did
other
it in his
reason-
color scheme.
Yes.
Mhm. The other reason I don't see him going, Corey's gonna love this. His skill set isn't made for AEW. He's a story guy. His in-ring, he's got a limited move set. And the guys over in AEW a lot of them can fly. They're dangerous.
He can do the Uso
But-
splash. But he's
Yeah,
not
they
a high
can
flyer.
fly. They can land straight on their heads, get right back up.
Right.
3 Canadian
They're
destroyers.
dangerous, but
He
he's
can go
not
through
athletic
glass.
enough to work with those guys.
Agreed.
His move set.
And his fan base is in WWE.
Yeah.
So all this talk about Braun Breaker and people moving up and giving him a shot, Justin came up with a fun way to close the show tonight. So he bought a box of Justin's been bad with sports cards, folks. It's horrible.
Whose fault is this?
Not mine. I got him into the hobby. But anyway, Justin, just about 45 minutes before the show started, I had some luck with a baseball card box, and Justin flew to Target just to pick up a box of WWE Panini Chronicles to open live on air and give to everybody, right? Is that what you're doing? You're going to give them away?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
Justin wants to
Then how
open these.
fun is that? That's not that fun.
Justin
just
wants to
gonna
open
open
them on air, show everybody
If
what it
we
is. So
hit, maybe we'll do something.
Justin's big break.
Now, does he know what kind of cards he's looking for money wise?
I don't think Justin
Aaron
has
does.
any
Yeah,
idea.
let's
I do.
get that. Put that banner down so you can make it bigger.
Yeah, let me get rid of
I
that.
think Aaron does.
There you go.
We will see. Who knows? Look, I even came up with a setup. I don't have a fucking light though.
I'm trying to
Bikini
find.
Chronicles.
Nope.
There's got to be a different
Switch
layout.
that.
We can
No,
make
just
that bigger.
do that same one. All right, ready? So we're gonna swap like this. Now do that same one. Aaron, whatever one you. There you go. There you go.
Whoa.
Put Justin
I
up
don't
there.
like that camera angle.
I do.
Holy Jesus.
Let's see what we got, man.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Justin is opening cards on a T-shirt, folks. That's not a mat like we're supposed to open.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh, damn.
if this works, I'm gonna buy one
Bikini Chronicles.
with this on it.
Jared, yeah, new brand,
Why not?
Bikini Chronicles. We're
Bikini
looking for
Chronicles.
the Alexa Bliss panty relic card.
These
Hopefully
fucking
not
cards.
bedroom used.
Guys, we'll do this as long as he can open the pack.
Holy fudge.
Don't cut you. Someone got Justin's gonna cut
got a
himself
blade?
wide open on stream.
Listen, don't sleeve them all
just
when you
use
open
one.
them. Just open them. Let's go.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Robbie,
Someone
you're right.
please show him how to properly open those cards.
I know how to. It's just it didn't open.
It's Justin Breaker, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
You're right.
Biggie.
As he slices
Sam
his
Grimes.
finger off of.
Zelina Vega.
Zelina's one of my
Rick Rude.
favorites. She's a little bit of an anime nerd.
Gigi Dolan. She's so hot.
Who's that?
Gigi Dolan.
Gigi Dolan.
Oh my God. Okay.
She's part of the story mode on 2K24. I was wondering
Jerry
who the
Lawler.
fuck that was.
Gold Razor Ramon.
That's a parallel. That's a nice card. The
This is
bad
super exciting,
guy.
folks.
Easier.
Oh, we got it.
We got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Justin. Let's go, baby.
Lee calls dibs on any macho cards.
Ivy Nile.
See, now I like
Ludwig
Ivy Nile,
Kaiser.
man. I think she's a great wrestler.
Austin Theory. KO season ticket.
Season ticket.
That's a nice card.
Oh, Justin's super excited now.
That's a Liv Morgan.
That's got to be numbered. Check the back.
No, sir.
Oh wow. Okay. That's an optic. That's different that they put that in that box.
Alex with the puking emoji. Gotta love it.
Cody Rhodes.
That's a nice card.
Adrenaline.
That may be going to somebody.
Oh my. Oh shit.
No number.
There's Paul Heyman.
And Paul Heyman.
Nice. When we finally get a hold of someone whose contact we were given last night, and we'll have to see if he took any of these photos.
These
Alex said, "Oh
cards
my
are
God, Lena would shit
fucking
herself."
pain.
I think Justin needs some. Well, no, I was gonna say Justin needs some WWE theme music in the background, but we'll probably get shut down for that. Copyright all the way.
No doubt, we'll get banned.
Bro, I still can't figure it out. I can't figure out how you go on TikTok
Dude, people
or
can
Instagram.
live stream it.
Yes, they're live streaming the event and commenting on it in real time, but we play a video, a clip, and comment on it that was already passed, and we get our shit shut down.
Thought
I
you
don't
weren't
get it.
supposed to call him this anymore, yet his card.
Butch. He probably hates it. Ugh,
Kofi Kingston.
bugs me.
Chief Strongbow.
Oh, Chief J Strongbow.
Tatanka was cooler.
No doubt.
Nikita Lyons. Numbered Mr. Perfect card out of 349.
That's nice. One of these days when you're doing that, I'm going to turn this camera on you.
Robbie wants to know, was that a blaster box?
Yes.
Yeah. Another Butch. Cody Rhodes. Not numbered.
Damn, that's a $10,000 card right there.
You never know.
Disclaimer: I
It's a
don't
nice-
know
It's a
values
nice
of
fucking
these
card.
cards.
It's not numbered though. I think it's an insert.
And I don't know, man. I haven't been into trading cards in such a long time. And you know what? Before we had our guest on last night, before you guys started talking about all this recently, I had no idea that trading cards were still a big thing, that there was still so much value to be found in this hobby.
The
I had
past
no idea.
the past 3 years have been insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I have some trading cards still, but like nothing like I used to have as a kid. All that shit's like long gone. Stay in your lane, Corey. Seriously,
there's a
Jared, I don't
fatty
know
in
shit
this
about
one.
this.
That's that Alexa Bliss panty relic.
I would tell
Rey
Justin to
Mysterio.
hurry up when he's rolling through these, but I don't want him to fold any edges.
JD McDonough. Dragon Lee. That's the fatty. That's not.
While we're going through this, though, what do you think of the Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman match last night? How
Old
that ended?
Miz.
That was crazy. How the violence that was in that segment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
kinda
wasn't
like
sure
that
what was
one.
happening. I almost thought that, Bronson Reed was like, F this, and Strowman was going to get the best of him. Then when they kept rolling out towards the back, I was like, uh-oh. So they're really, an X-Pac?
X-Pac.
They're really trying to solidify Bronson Reed as a threat to literally everybody by showing him destroying Braun Strowman. And they made it a point to say that Bronson just walked away from it, refusing medical attention.
Justin, we're hanging by a thread here.
Diesel.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's going
Diesel.
very slow.
Voices of the Ring.
Who is it? Was that Lillian?
Sarah
Okay,
Driver.
muffle mic.
He's got 2 packs left, folks. We're almost there.
That's what I am thinking.
Hey,
Oh my god.
taking my time.
Clearly.
These packs are a pain in the balls to fucking open.
Well, I didn't know he had this many packs to open.
Aaron.
Oh, I got dibs.
Got dibs. There you go. All right,
Chad
so
Gable.
there's one thing we haven't spoken on yet tonight. So why don't you tell me your thoughts on Uncle Howdy's debut?
I think he did amazing. Gable sold the shit out of that Sister Abigail at the end.
God, it looked like he planted himself right on the
Yep.
top of his head.
I was very impressed with it. I'm very happy with how he wrestled last night. I know you said the hair looked like it was getting in his way, so maybe they figure out a way to move the hair around. But with the mask and everything else, I think it fits his character perfect. So I think he's going to be just fine. But very good debut last night.
Did you notice the light from the announce table getting stuck in his hair?
Yeah. Yep.
See,
so they might trim it down or something.
Well, it's the fake hair. Like that fake hair, it's a little bit different than someone's real hair. It acts different. It feels different. I don't know, man. It looked like it was bugging the shit out of him. And then his actual hair started to come out of the top of the mask at the end there too. Like it just looked like it was a little bit much for him. Aside from that, though, I thought
he
it was
looked great in the ring.
Like they really did. They gave him a hot start, then they let Chad Gable control most of it, and then they let him finish it off. We need to give Justin a lesson in an opening card that's been 84
I like his
years.
last comment.
Yep.
Do you want to hear this or not, Mr. Fishback?
Like, oh my God.
Maxine Dupree.
The
Queen.
Oh boy.
Season ticket Damian Priest.
Should sell him and Rhea together. The Terror Twins.
Yeah.
Billy Graham.
Lizette, yes, it was. The buildup was worth waiting for him to wrestle last night. That was awesome.
Raquon, what did you think of Uncle Howdy getting in the ring finally?
I haven't caught it.
Oh, you gotta get.
Yeah, he
you
said
gotta
he didn't
get that
watch
match in. That's right. You got to get that match in at some point tonight, tomorrow.
I haven't, bro. I don't know how to watch. I don't have cable. I don't know. I literally
Hulu.
watch like review. Hulu.
Hulu shows
Okay.
it the next day.
Gotcha.
Nice, Selena Vega.
I like that Zelina Vega one. That's cool.
I literally watch reviews. And
Yeah.
like the segments after the show. I don't be having. And I watch the PLEs. Like I don't have time to watch Raw.
Yeah, you can watch Hulu and Raw and SmackDown on Hulu the next day.
I know that.
So it's very
And
helpful.
ain't Hulu like $30?
It's
Is
like
it
$10
really?
a month. Hulu Live is expensive.
Yeah, the live, dude. It's ridiculous. That's another thing. It's ridiculous how many different streaming services you have to have just to watch all the different shit.
Yeah.
Wait till
I
January.
have
It'll be on
Peacock,
Netflix.
It's a shame they got all this stuff on Peacock, but you gotta wait like months for the newest shows to come out.
Yeah, I think the most recent Raw and SmackDown episodes are like a month behind on Peacock.
Yeah, they don't add it right away.
Yeah.
It's good if you just want to watch some nostalgia though.
Yeah.
Or good attitude there and get this. Oh, let me watch this feud. Let me watch
Yeah.
this.
And they got all the documentaries and stuff. I started watching some of those. I watched the Damian Priest one. That was really good.
I as a 25-year-old man should not know as much as I do more about wrestling than I do about my own family.
Monday Night Wars. All right. Do we have anything else for tonight? Anything at all? Any other questions for Raquon?
Nope.
Well, I just
No,
want
sir.
to. I want to thank you guys for giving me a chance to come up here and shoot the shit with y'all in chat about wrestling. I really get the chance to do that. I'm in the house by myself all the time. But I'm also want to thank y'all for giving me a chance to come up here and honestly get this off my chest, bro. Because it was just so hard with dealing with like everybody telling me things, and I'm getting advice from all different kinds of people. And, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But I took advice from my father, and right now I'm really just taking care of myself, my health, and my family. Because at the end of the day, that's all that I got. And I'm so thankful to be here right now. And thank y'all for everything y'all have ever done. Y'all know the relationship I have with y'all, how I feel about y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, bro. Like this means a lot to me to be able to voice my opinion.
Good.
Love
I'm
to
glad,
have you.
man.
Thank
We're
you
happy to
for
have
coming
you,
on.
brother.
Thank you.
All right. So the next show is this upcoming Sunday, folks. We will drop into the Facebook page at some point tonight or tomorrow. I'll let you know who's going to be coming on, who's going to be joining us this upcoming week. So stay tuned for that. 7 p.m. Eastern, as always, ladies and gentlemen. So until Sunday, there's no gaming show this Friday. We're going to start doing that bi-weekly. So until Sunday, we will see y'all later.
Later.
Later, man.